Alright, so I'm outside at this beautiful place in Austria at Donau right now, and I want to film this quick video because a client asked me a very specific question that I actually get a lot, which is how do I stop people from interrupting me when I'm talking? Actually, I've been through this before and it will probably happen to me a couple more times, but it's such a common thing that I really want to make a quick video and dive into it. Because what happens when people are always interrupting you when you speak? So you're trying to say something and you feel like you're not respected at the workplace maybe, or with your friends, people are talking over you and you keep trying to say something and you keep getting interrupted and you feel like they're not respecting what you have to say. So what is really going on there? And I want to break this down into general tips for how to speak and really the thing that I think most people don't do that you really should do when you want people to listen to you. So let's first dive into that. What is the main thing? Because I like to give the value up front. So the main thing is actually misconception, because most people think when you have to speak in a way that people listen to you, you want to speak loudly. You want to make a lot of noise. And if you really observe what happens in boardrooms, some people will just walk in the room and everyone turns quiet and everyone turns towards them. And they're not even speaking so loudly. I'm speaking loudly right now because we're having the background noise of the outside. But you don't have to speak loudly to make everybody listen to you when you speak. You can even tone it down and make sure that everybody's attention is on you, even though you haven't even raised your voice. So how do you do this? And the trick is distinguishing between where your attention is while you speak. So this is basically a presence with what you're saying versus a presence with what you want to say. Another distinction that actually comes down to the same thing is, are you speaking from the heart or are you speaking from a list in your head? So I'm just going to demonstrate what the difference is and then I'm going to tell you how to do it. So when I'm actually talking to you about what I did this morning, it's like, well, I think I got up and then I think I made a coffee. Well, actually I don't know if I made a coffee, but yeah, it's like, well, I think I did like a shower, and you can see what I do that you can see my eyes bouncing up here, up there, up here, up there. And once you see that, you can see it in other people. Their eyes are bouncing up there and up there, and what that means is they're reading from a list in their head. They have a theory in their mind of what they want to say, and they're not present with the people they're talking to and what their actual message is. So how do you do that? So when you actually cultivate a presence with what you are saying as the most important message that you could convey right now, then you could see it as a vortex, like a big energy vortex that is between your hands. It's somewhere between your mouth and your hands. So your presence is not up here. This is totally loose. You don't have a contraction here, and you bring that energy down to here. So, as you may notice, I didn't have a preparation for this video. I'm just doing it off the cuff, on the fly. Why am I doing that? Because I want you to really get it. I want you to really feel it. And if I had a preparation of like a number of bullet points of things I wanted to tell you in this video, I would have been reading it from my mind. You wouldn't have resonated with it. You wouldn't have felt it deeply. You would have just been like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, cool video, whatever. I'm just gonna skip to the end. I'm gonna skip to another thing that looks interesting. Because when you're really present with what you're saying, you're not necessarily following the plan, but everything is just coming through you. And that's the most important thing in that moment. So the first step to be aware of is where your attention is while you're talking to people. And if you have this problem a lot, where people are talking over you, then probably your attention is on them. Either on them or on the thing that's in your head. Like things you're worried about, things you maybe want to say, or actually other people. And like, hey, why is this person speaking over me? Are they actually respecting me? This attention on other people, in the sense that you're worrying about it, that's all going to distract you from this presence. So it's like going to disturb your presence. It's going to disturb this force field that you're creating when you speak powerfully. So to speak powerfully, you have to put all that aside and cultivate a presence with what's right in front of you, what you want to say, your message. This creates a powerful force field, and you make this as powerful as you want, but you can make it like loud, but you can also make it small, and you're just drawing energy towards you. And meditation helps for this, but it's just basically where you put your focus. And if you put your focus with your message, like I'm doing right now, in an exaggerated manner, it's gonna seem so interesting and captivating for other people. Because I'm so interested and captivated by what I'm saying right now, that if someone would be speaking like twice as loud next to me, they'll still just keep going. I'm present with what I'm saying. I'm captivating you because what I'm saying is the most important thing right now. Like my presence is up here. My presence is up here, and I want to get this message out because I know it's important. And my center is here. So I'm speaking from my belly, I'm speaking from my heart. And as long as you keep that awareness over there, it doesn't even matter. Like if you go through your bullet points in the right order, people are just going to switch your attention right to you. So that's basically what you have to cultivate. So first step is be aware of where your attention is when you're speaking. If people are talking over you, probably your attention is elsewhere. It's either externally on people, like are they even looking at me, what are they thinking about me, or it's in your head, what was I gonna say, what am I worried about. All these things has to go, and you have to focus on like, this is the message right now. My center of attention is here, it's coming through me. And then whatever I say, people are just gonna zoom their attention right towards it. So that's the main thing. And then for some general speaking things, it's like sometimes you want to make a speech that's a bit longer, you want to tell people some stuff, so it's good to have some bullet points, but then also to let go of that. So a big mistake is to want to go through everything you planned in order. It's good to have a plan that makes you feel secure, but then when you feel that flow coming through, then you let go of the plan. And then you just like get into a flow where you don't even remember what you're saying, but it's so captivating. And whenever you lose that flow, then you just have to plan again. So have a plan, but also be really ready to let go of the plan whenever the flow is really coming through. And then you'll say the most important things that capture and impact the most people. And then when that stops for a little bit, then you just pick up the plan where you left off. And that is the way to really impact people with your speech and to never have somebody talk over you again.